class, we like to call these ones MVP factoring sometimes. Okay, we have 30k to the fourth plus 126k cubed plus 24k squared. We need to factor this completely. So what's a common number that goes into all of those quantities, or greatest common factor that goes into all of those terms? Let's see, I got a 6, and I can pull out a k to the power of, it looks like 2. Once I do so, what's left? Well, 30 divided by 6 leaves me with 5. We had 4 copies of k, I took out 2, so I'm left with k squared. 126 divided by 6 would be 21, so I got 21, and we pulled out all but 1 copy of k, and then on the end we pulled out 6. 24 divided by 6 is 4, and all of the k squared was pulled out, so we're done with that one. But not done with the problem, right? We're done with pulling out the GCF. Now we have a 6k squared, and the quantity left over is a quadratic, which we can actually factor further. 5k and k, we need two numbers that multiply correctly to become 4. So why don't we put a plus 4 here and a plus 1, and notice that that will indeed give us the outside 20 and the inside 1 for the total of 21 that we needed. So this would be the completely factored version. Okay, let's try one more just as an example. If you need more practice with that factoring of a trinomial, make sure to look at other videos, or just I always use what's called an X method, but there's many different methods to be able to do that. Let's look at the next one over here. Looks like we have a common number of 3, and how many copies of w? Looks like we can pull out 5 because that's the lowest exponent. What's left from the first term would be, let's see, 18 divided by 3 is 6 with a w squared, plus we pulled out the 3 and almost everything, just got a little w left. And then on the last one we actually did pull out everything except for that constant 1 placeholder. So we have 3w to the 5th, 6w squared. Okay, 3w to the 5th. Now we have to think about how to further factor this trinomial. Again, if you want extra hints on this, look up my other videos on factoring trinomials. But let's see, 6w, I guess maybe we'll try a 3 and a 2. 3 and 2 would give us the 6. Minus 1, so I'm going to make one of these negative and one of them positive. Let's go plus 1 here and minus 1 here. And notice, thankfully, we get 3w for the outsides, minus 2w for the insides, and 3 minus 2 is exactly positive 1. So that is the correct answer for this one. So why don't you try one on your own? Pause the video and see if you can do this one. So assuming you gave it a shot here, hopefully there was a nice GCF you were able to pull out from the beginning. It looks like the number 10 and 3 copies of x for x cubed. And what would have been left over would have been 2 with x squared minus 5 with an x, and then minus a 3, yeah, just a 3. Okay, then let's try to factor a little bit further. 10x cubed. The 2x squared doesn't give us a lot of options. It's going to have to be a 2x and an x if it factors at all. And really the 3 doesn't give us a lot of options, right? Hopefully you got a 3 and a 1 somewhere. Where are they going to go? Let's see, minus 3 and plus 1, right? Because 2 minus 3 would be the negative 6 on the outsides, plus 1 would be the negative 5. Yep. So there's our final answer of 10x cubed multiplied by 2x plus 1 multiplied by x minus